Emma Hayes.
Well, Emma Hayes, your Chelsea fan. I think she's just a great character.
How long was she there when you were playing? Or
Emma Hayes, I can't remember where she went before she was at Arsenal or not. Emma Hayes, I'm not sure. Well, I played with her or against her.
oh, you played against Emma Hayes? Oh, right. Okay. Because she had a very short career, didn't she?
Yeah, I don't think she was in football.
Yeah, she had a really bad injury.
All right, so
Yeah. And was she a good player?
I think, yeah, she was all right. Yeah, she wasn't too bad.
What position?
Probably a better coach than she was a player.
Did you think she would become what she is now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you knew that straight away?
Yeah, into management.
Yeah?
But she's a funny character, which is, I think, what you need. You need in the women's game, but with Emma, she's got a nice personality, a nice person, but my God, she's the coach of Chelsea, and don't them girls know it.
Yeah.
But I've got lots of respect for her.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is in ladies football. There should be more women managers, coaches, whatever, at a higher level.
Yeah.
You know? What Nash, she could run her.
What are the good and the bad points of her? Like,
The good and the bad. I can't actually. I can't sort of say any bad points about her because I've known her from a football side
yeah.
and had respect for her as a footballer.
How many years did you play under her?
No, she was like in that. She's younger than me.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old player,
Yeah.
so I didn't know her. As a prolific player, I knew her as a player. So when you go Emma Hayes, and then she's in management.
About Emma Hayes leaving, was you shocked?
Not particularly shocked. I mean, she's been here for what, 12 years now.
Yeah.
So long time. And with little Harry, she's got not just football decisions to make. I think it's a great opportunity for her, and one that possibly she knows she's leaving Chelsea in a much better position than where she picked it up, and the opportunity to manage the US Women's National Team for Albion.
The USA will give her enough time? Because they do like success very quickly. And I'm just wondering, like a lot of their mature players are gone and the young players didn't have enough chances at the World Cup.
She knows the game, she knows the international setup, she knows the US setup extremely well, Emma Hayes, and she won't be. I don't think that'll be a question that she'll ask. She'll back herself, and rightly so, as one of the world's best managers to do her job. So she won't worry about those things, and she shouldn't do.
Do you think she was waiting for the England game? Be the England manager?
No, I don't think she'll be waiting around for a phone call. I've no doubt that sometime in the future that will be something that would be hopefully a good fit for both parties. But Serena Wiegman's she's been tied down for another round of tournaments till 27. It's a great opportunity for Serena Wiegman and for England to have both of them. And it's the same for US Women's National Team, and that add to the CV that Emma Hayes has already got.
Who do you think would be best? Yeah. Who do you think would be?
Chelsea?
Yeah.
It's tough to replace Emma Hayes. I think Casey Stoney eventually will be Chelsea manager.
Anyone else?
To replace Emma Hayes? God.
Well, you can't replace her. But,
Exactly, yeah. She's going to be part of the recruitment. I think that's a healthy decision by the Chelsea board.
When you heard the news about Emma leaving?
Yeah, I was a little bit, yeah, I suppose I was.
So even like, you work for Chelsea, it was kept hush.
Yeah, we weren't made aware of it at all.
Yeah.
I was a bit shocked it came out mid-season, especially with how tight the league is and stuff like that. But I guess it's a great move for her, and it was going to break eventually, so they've obviously done it at the right time for them.
Yeah, because Basil, you were at the Aston Villa game, weren't you? When he heard, like a lot of the fans, they sort of heard the news that the Aston Villa.
That's right.
I thought that timing was just. But
the coach came back from Aston Villa.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it just come out sooner than they wanted it to come, because it felt like they didn't have enough.
Yeah, I think it must have done. I think maybe they caught wind that it was going to break, but not from them, and they wanted it to come from them, and it kind of forced
Yeah.
their hand a little bit. Yeah, the timing was the only thing that shocked me. But, I mean, Emma's been here for so long now.
And
It's the
do,
right
do you
move.
get any time with Emma? Do you ever see her, or she says hi, or Christmas card?
I mean, yeah, but
When she's walking around,
see all the
say hello,
picture
and
stuff,
that's
says
about
hello
it,
and stuff,
but
yeah.
they don't really communicate much.
And how long you worked here?
I've worked here for about 2 years now.
All right, okay.
I'm only about 8 months, so
Yeah, yeah.
towards the
So,
end of the tenure.
and are you a bit sad, you know, going?
I
Does she-
think it's a shame that she's going. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel alright about it, but yeah.
was she surprised she's going to the USA job instead of the England job maybe in a few years' time?
Well, who
You've
knows?
got that, but it's probably the job's come up at the right time for her. I mean,
Yeah.
she's obviously doing the best move for herself, and I mean, the American job is a big one in women's
Yeah,
football, so
it is.
it's probably on a par with the England job. So
Yeah.
it's a big job for a great man like her.
What was you a bit shocked when Emma decided to leave?
Not particularly. I mean, she's always been her own person. I mean, she's decided that's a great opportunity. Maybe she's done everything she possibly can, bar win the Champions League with the Chelsea. So hopefully she'll do that this year, and she can go out with a bang, and everyone will be happy.
So you weren't surprised then?
Nothing surprises me in football.
Okay. And how do you feel? Do you feel that they'll be able to get? Obviously, they won't be able to replace her, but do you think they'll be able to get somebody who can still carry on?
They will replace her. I mean, it's a question about who they replace. I mean, whether they want somebody who will be a minimal disruption within the camp, which is probably the ideal scenario. So somebody with a lot of experience, or maybe they'll go more dramatic and do something totally different. But,
Because Casey's pulled out, hasn't she? Which I didn't think she would come here, Casey.
well, you say she's pulled out. I mean, I think it's a case of I'm not sure she necessarily was ever
Oh,
in the mix in that sense. I mean, I think it's possible that she made it known that she was available, and then a case of taking it from there. But whether she's made herself unavailable, I don't think it's necessarily the scenario that I would advocate.
Who do you think might be the best person for the job?
I don't know who the next person will be. I genuinely don't. I think somebody, whoever is, knows the club well, knows the system well, knows the people well, knows the development of the team. I mean, Hayes is developing the team now for the next couple of seasons, and somebody they'll have to take that on board. So it's ideally somebody who knows the club already.
Well, the players want a woman coach for obvious reasons, but
Again, I
Yeah.
think that's absolute nonsense.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
that is the case at all. As far as I understand, the players are not happy at all about that scenario. I don't think that they've ever advocated or made it known that they want a woman to be the manager. I think that's wrong.
yeah. I mean, could you think of any men managers who might be interested in this job?
The obvious ones that are out there. I mean, personally, I think people like they've had an excellent person in Tanya Oxtoby, who's gone on to Northern Ireland. I think if they really attempted to bring her in, I think she'd be a good fit for the team. I think she understands everybody within the club. She knows the philosophy. She'd be perfect idea, in my personal opinion.
Was you quite surprised when you heard the news?
Yes and no, because we know, the job she's done at Chelsea. She's won everything domestically, and I think now it's a great opportunity for her to return to the USA, where she's already got a lot of respect. It's her coaching journey began as well. Really appreciate it. So my pleasure.
And do you think America will give her enough time? Because they like quick success.
Yeah, no. That's a $1 million question, isn't it? I think I hope they do. I think it's about the buy-in from the players, obviously, in the national team.
Yeah.
But we know she is a successful manager and she understands how to create a high-performance environment. So as long as that happens, I think they should do. Yeah.
And do you think it's better that the senior players are gone and that she's got some younger players and then she can mould them? She did that when she first started at Chelsea.
I think maybe sometimes it's easier to transition into that kind of environment when you're starting afresh on both sides, and you can create something new, almost like a fun project that everybody is invested in. So I think it'll be great.
And when did you first meet Emma? I mean, was it when you signed for Chelsea?
No,
or-
I met Emma when I played for Arsenal when we won the quadruple. She was our assistant coach then.
Oh.
So yeah, I've known Emma for a very, very long time, and she's helped me throughout my career, even in my playing days in the US as well. So she's someone I really respect, and I think adds value to every single dressing room that she's in.
Surprised that Emma's leaving to go to the USA job.
Given the reasons behind it and the fact that her family comes first, I think, among myself, I think it's the right decision for her and her family.
And I mean, a lot of the fans were thinking she'd leave for the England job, but not for the USA job. So that's why I was asking whether you were sort of surprised.
I
Or...
think, well, not surprised. I think Serena's there. Serena's doing a good job, but Emma's taken an opportunity. She felt it's right for her and her family.
Do you think maybe, because also her father died, so maybe, just the long hours and stuff like that?
Possibly, yeah, because it is. I think it's difficult being a single mum in this industry, particularly the WSL, and I think the States and how they do it out there is very, very family orientated, and I think they'll give her an opportunity to spend some more time with Harry.
Was you a bit shocked that Emma Hayes is leaving and going to the USA?
Not really.
No?
Yeah, not really. She's a good coach. She's
And-
done all she can at Chelsea.
And have you learned anything from her? I mean, do you ever ring her and ask advice?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah?
She's beat me a lot. She's beat me a lot. Yeah.
But do you ever ring her and say, no?
Because we're competing. So
Yeah.
there's a healthy respect there anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Were you shocked that Emma was leaving and going to the USA?
I don't really know. Sorry.
Honestly, I don't think this is.
Could I just ask you a couple of questions about what you think about Emma's tactics and,
Sorry.
like...
This is.
No,
honestly,
no.
This is
Okay.
ridiculous.
Is that, Emma leaving? Was you a bit shocked?
Yeah, I mean, I was. I think the way the announcement was done as well, because obviously it was after the Villa game.
Yeah.
But I think if there was any job that Emma was going to do, it was going to be the women's national team, the USA. And I think she obviously went out there before, spent a lot of her career out there. And I know she loves America, so I think she'll be a great signing for them, a great asset. And I think it's a gutting because it's not the England national team, but
Yeah.
I think she'll do really well out there.
Well, she could always come 3 years later.
Yes, she could.
Yeah.
She could. Yeah,
But do you I think a lot of Chelsea fans was surprised. They thought she might hold out for the England game, but I think when Serena signed,
I just think with Emma, I think you're looking at the timing of her life and with a little boy, obviously she says about not being able to have the time to take him to school and do things like that, where obviously being an international manager, it's ideal. Obviously, we would have loved her obviously to be with England, but I think she suits the US national team for her history there, and I think she'll do really well.
Do you think they'll give her enough time? That's my only worry, because she's got a couple of months. I mean, I'm sure she's doing things behind the scenes, but in about 2 months she'll sort of see the players. And then I think with Americans' mentality, they'll still think they're going to get a one medal, even if it's just bronze.
Yeah, I get that point. I just think with Emma, with a manager of her pedigree and what she's won, I think you'd give her the time. So I think with the national team as well, they've got obviously the Olympics coming up, but then the next focus will really be the World Cup. So I think it's good because she's got a bit of, it's not ideal her going straight into the Olympics without really much prep with the team.
Yeah.
But I think with Emma, she can get the best out of anyone. And I think she'll be really suited to it.
Do you think it's better for her going to the USA that a lot of the more mature players have sort of left, and then she's got the younger players who she likes them all? Because she kind of did this at Chelsea, where
I think she's got obviously younger players coming through, where she can really build a team around them. But I think older players, younger players, big characters, not so many big characters, Emma can deal with anybody. So I think she'll like having a bit of a project to work on and a bit of a vision. But obviously the US.
Yeah, because she kind of did that at Chelsea. She sort of got a lot of different players who I felt weren't sort of maybe individual, more sort of players who work amongst themselves. So I know there was there was a comment what she mentioned that there was certain players she would have liked at the club, but they might not have gelled in the club.
Yeah, I think when you sign a player, obviously Emma says it, when you sign a player, they have to be the best fit for the team. They might be a great player, but personality-wise not be that great, or not be the right fit for the team. And I think it'll be the same for the US team. But like I said, Emma's good at dealing with big characters, and she'll know how to handle anyone really.
And do you think like it's a pity, like, because I went to the World Cup, and it's a pity a lot of the younger players didn't actually get to experience. So do you think maybe those American players who haven't got the experience, do you think she'll be able to mould them quickly?
Yeah, I think she's all about giving opportunities. I think you're looking at Chelsea. She's Hannah Hampton, who come here really as the third choice goalkeeper, who's now been starting in the last however many games. But I think she's all about opportunity, and if you take an opportunity, she'll back you and she'll stick with you. So yeah, I don't think younger players have got anything to worry about really. I think they should be excited to have a manager like Emma.
When you was at Arsenal and Emma was like a coach, I mean, is that what persuaded you to come over to Chelsea?
Yeah, I think obviously I met Emma when I was 15. And then she went out to America, and then I was then still at Arsenal, and then when she come back got the Chelsea job, obviously she reached out, and I just think I knew my experience with her from when I was younger. She was obviously my academy manager, and I just didn't really want to play for anyone else.
And was that when they started paying? Did you get paid part-time?
Yeah, so I was at Arsenal as a semi-pro, and then when Emma went to Chelsea, then they turned pro. So the Chelsea offered me my first pro contract.
Find her as a coach yourself, did you?
Yeah, no, I think she's been one of the best managers that I've had. I think she's really good at getting the best out of players and working with players and supporting them. So yeah, I enjoyed my time with Emma. And I'm always be thankful to her and Chelsea for giving me my first pro contract as well.
And how was she like at Arsenal? Was she?
Well, she was a bit different at Arsenal because obviously she was my assistant manager there, but also my academy manager. So she was probably a little bit strict on me growing up. I think more so because she cared about me and obviously wanted to support my journey. Didn't want me to get sidetracked really with other people that I was around. But no, yeah, she's been a great manager.
About Emma leaving?
Not really. I mean, more the timing that it was announced rather than the fact that she's actually leaving. I was kind of expecting after, 10 plus years in charge that eventually the time will come. But I do think, the timing, at what time it was announced in the season after the Aston Villa game, that was the shock.
Yeah, because apparently the players weren't aware of it, and a lot of the fans heard it on the bus going back.
Yeah, none of us had any idea I was at the game, and I think they told the players after the game just before it got announced to the press. So yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't in the press. So was it in the press that you? Oh, you did.
Not even in post-match. It was after that. It was like half an hour after that. So it was a bit of a surprise to everyone, I think, when the news started filtering in.
Do you think because like a father dying and the boy getting a bit older, sort of she wants more time?
I think it's
the lifestyle.
Probably a mixture of things. Probably family. I know management takes a lot out of you, right? And it means time away from her boy, especially club management. So that will be a factor. I do think also an 11-year stint, here, or even more than that. Here, she's won everything there is to win, bar the Champions League, which she'll be aiming for this season. So that's kind of time to move on, maybe try different things, and probably with the US job coming up as well. You can't turn that down. I know it's one she's been looking at for a long time. So.
And I think it'd be easy for her because a lot of the players are retired, so the young ones she's getting, she can mould them, because that's what she seems to do at Chelsea. She likes to mould them as like a team. And I think with the USA, they're more like a team as such.
Yeah, I think, you're having that cycle within the US national team where they didn't do so well at the World Cup in the summer, and the older generation are starting to be moved out or retiring. And you've got a really good crop of young players in that US team, coming through the US system, who are just needing a bit of moulding. And I can't think of a better person than Emma Hayes
who could do it. Yeah. And do you think they'd give enough time? I mean, that's the only worry. Will they give her enough time? Because in America they want success very quick.
I think pressure will come from the fans for the Olympics, but I think within the American Federation, I wouldn't expect that. There'll be pressure on the World Cup for sure. 2027, they'll have aims to win that.
Yeah.
But I think they'll give her that 2 year cycle. I'm sure they'll give her a bit more as well if they wanted to. But that kind of World Cup cycle to embed herself in. She can't do anything in a month, right? After leaving Chelsea, it's 2 months until the Olympics.
Yeah. It's like a lot of the fans, they thought she would have left for the England job.
Yeah, I think Serena's been very comfortable in that job, and I think it was always expected that she would be signing that contract extension. So I don't think that was ever really an option. England are always very happy with Serena Wiegmann. It was just kind of the timing of when they talked about that contract. I mean, I think Wiegmann herself wanted to stay and finish the business, as it were, with England. So Emma Hayes, probably when she saw the US job come up, she was like, that's the best job in women's football, right? You think at the top of the international game is England, the USA and England. They're the 2 best jobs in women's football, so she's going to take that one.
And is it true that Serena was offered the job first, the USA job? That's what was sort of floating back.
I have no idea. The FA have said there was no approaches for Serena Wiegmann, so I can only go by what they say.
Was you a bit shocked about Emma leaving?
No, I'm still really happy for her, I've got to say, because it's such a great opportunity, and I know, you know, history with America, her love for America as well, and it just felt like, yeah, this is great. I wasn't shocked. I was like, wow, that's amazing. That was my first reaction.
Would you not like to, if Serena hadn't signed the contract, wouldn't you like to be for England?
Do you know what? I've had so many...
Because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I have no idea who it's going to be, absolutely none. But it's a fantastic job, and I'm sure someone will grab it with both hands, but name-wise.
I mean, Emma, I think it's great for the USA job because all the old players have left, and she can mould, because she tends to like to mould sort of teams. So I think that might pan out. But my only worry with the Americans, they want success so quick, and whether they'd give her time.
I don't know.
But then, if they don't give her time, she always can come back to Chelsea, and then when that job comes for the England, she can tick all the three.
Who knows what the future holds, but for the moment, I think just enjoying the last few months, and Chelsea getting all the trophies for the rest of the season. That's the only thing I think at the moment that I'm going to focus on. And then
So a lot of people think it's the money, even though it's a lot of money, what's quoted she's getting. But I think it's so she cut down on the time to enjoy her family life. I think it's that, myself.
You know, we just want to wish her all the best and enjoy her while we still can.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm focusing on at the moment.
Emma leaving, your thoughts and your feelings?
Right, my thoughts and feelings. 1, I'm sad. 2, I'm excited for her because it's a good new challenge. But yeah, it's not about her leaving right now because we've still got 3 months of her, so that's an exciting part. We're in all trophies, still top of the league, so hopefully make lots more memories and then give us something to leave with.
And was you shocked about the news?
Not really. I think she's been at the club for 12 years, so she deserves to have an opportunity elsewhere. Shocked because it happened so quickly, but that's probably the only reason why.
I thought she might only leave if she got the England job, in a few years.
I mean, Serena wasn't giving that up anytime soon. She wants to win the World Cup and she wants to defend her title.
I think Emma might be lucky because the USA team's quite a young team.
Oh yeah.
So she hasn't got the old players, so she can sort of mould them.
Exactly. She gets to build a new legacy with a different team, which is what she's done so well here. So yeah, we wish her luck, but not too much luck because we want England to win the World Cup. So, but it'll be nice to see how she does with some very, very good players.
Pleasure, guys.
No,
the pleasure's all around.
Oh, thank you.
Can I ask you a few words about Emma leaving, going to the USA?
Oh, sad.
Okay.
Sad.
Emma, we love you so much and we still love you and we're going to miss you. And the song I have to sing for Emma is oh, please don't go. Oh, Emma, please don't go. Oh, we love you so, Emma Hayes. Please don't go. Oh, but we know you have to go, so we have to accept it. But I'd rather to say, please don't go. Oh, please don't go. Oh, Emma, I'm down on my bending knees, Emma. We love you so much. Stay at Chelsea. Please, we love you. We don't want to miss you at all, but if you have to go, you have to go. We accept it. We understand. But we love you so much. Good luck with your new job and your family and everything. And your less hours, I hope it fits in your schedule. And be lucky, I'm sure you will be. You're a top manager. You're the best. You are number one. Number one. Emma Hayes, there'll never be nobody like you again because you are number one. We can only have one number one and you are it. Emma Hayes, love you so much. Thank you for what you've done for us.
Just a couple of questions.
But it's kind of hard for me because I...
Are you staying in at Chelsea?
No, I'm going with them and I've known all along, so it's hard. I'm not going to
Oh,
be
right,
shocked.
okay. Are you Emma Hayes' mum?
Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't.
No? Okay. No, all it is about her going to America. How do you feel about it? Are you going with her?
No.
Are you not?
No, staying here with my Chelsea.
All right, okay.
New career, new beginning. She's been here a long while. She loves it. She's quite upset she's going.
Yeah.
We statue, we do. Oh, Emma, we love you.
Queen, absolute queen of Chelsea Football Club. Queen of Chelsea Football Club. Queen. And we love you. We absolutely love you. Thank you so much for everything.
We absolutely adore you.
Thank you. We love you.
We love you so much.
All right.
So much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Oh, let me turn it around, sorry. Oh, a bit spurred. There you go.
Would you do a quick
much.
interview
Thank
just
you.
about how you feel about going to USA now?
No, definitely no more.
I got your mum actually. No worries.
No.
My biro.
Thank you, Emma.
Do you have your other
love
pen?
so much what you've done for this football club. We love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You need a statue here.